Microjig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
Yeah, not a very good system to store my parallel clamps. I think I'm going to take care of that today, and I think I'm going to make a storage system that's large enough to accommodate future growth. I'm using some 1/2-inch ply that I had laying around the shop, and I'm going to cut a strip at 7 inches for the top. For the lower portion of the rack that's going to receive the notches for the bars, I'm going to adjust my fence to about 3 inches. I cut a second piece at 3 inches, which will go underneath the first one, which will receive the slots. And this second piece will give the clamp rack a lot more stability, and it'll also serve as a place to drive screws into when I attach it to the wall. Now I just need to work on the sides. The sides only need to be about 11 inches long. So the first thing I'm going to do is make one side square, and then we'll batch off the sides. Next, I need to make a rabbet at the top of each side piece to receive the top. And to do that, I'm going to use a dado set at my table saw. Now, I realize that a lot of you might not have dado sets for your table saw, and in that case, you could use your router table with a rabbeting bit. Now I'm going to make a groove in each side piece to receive the lower shelf, which has the slots to receive the clamps. And again, I'm going to use my stacked dado set at the table saw. With a stop block clamped to my miter gauge, I'm going to go ahead and cut the top shelf portion of the clamp rack to length, as well as the slotted portion. In order to make cutting out these slots a little bit easier at the bandsaw for our clamp support rail, I'm going to use a Forstner bit and drill a 1/2-inch hole in the back of each slot. Instead of using the bandsaw to cut out these slots, I thought it would be a lot easier to just use the table saw with the table saw sled. In order to make this clamp rack look a little bit nicer, I'm going to go ahead and cut this side piece to get rid of this exposed dado. With just a little bit of carpet tape, I can go ahead and sandwich these together and cut them both at the same time. I cut this bottom support rail to length. Now this will just get glued underneath the slotted rail and secured on each end with some brads. I have my clamp rack out of the clamps and I'm about ready to screw it onto the wall. But I think I'm a little bit worried with how much sag there is in the shelf when I press down in the middle. There's a little bit too much flex. But although I don't ever plan on putting cinder blocks on top of this top shelf, I think I would like to have it a little bit tighter than it is. So what I plan on doing is making 2 partitions that'll go somewhere near the middle, and they'll extend from the lower shelf with the slots up to the top shelf. And I think that'll really tighten things up. If you get a chance, please don't forget to subscribe.
Nice rack!
If you'd like to build your own clamp rack, you'll see a link in the description where you can download the SketchUp file. And from the SketchUp file, you can take measurements directly from within SketchUp and you can build your own. So if you get a chance, please don't forget to subscribe to Alright, one more time. I'll get this out, okay? I thought it would be you screwing up, not me. Ah.
one.
So if you get a chance, please don't forget to subscribe.